Fall Guys has seemingly come out of nowhere and taken over YouTube, streaming platforms, Steam, and PlayStation all in one go, quickly becoming one of the most played and watched games of the time. The premise of Fall Guys is pretty simple. Play as a cute jelly bean and attempt to not get eliminated through multiple rounds of minigame challenges that all culminate in an attempt to be the last one standing, or in some cases, the first to grab the crown. So why is a game so seemingly simple, so damn fun? Well, before we get to that, first let's talk about the developer of Fall Guys, Mediatonic, because their history is pretty interesting. Founded back in 2005, the developers shoveled out a ton of Flash games for web browsers, and then in more recent times, they've moved into the mobile market along with some various games on consoles and PC. Most notably, you may have heard of games like Gears Pop, which is that Gears of War Clash Royale type game, or maybe something like Fable Fortune, which is a now cancelled CCG in the Fable universe. Or if you were a fan of Total Biscuit back in the day, rest in peace, I'm pretty sure he played their game Hatoful Boyfriend, which is just a pretty interesting one to say the least. I mention all of this because while some of their games are probably pretty decent, and hell, at one point I was even playing Gears Pop, Fall Guys is clearly their first Smash success, which has turned out to be even more of a success than they were expecting since we saw some server issues on launch. These issues though have not stopped the momentum at all. Players are loving it, and it's most likely going to be the Smash indie success of the year. So let's talk about what makes this game so damn fun. When you load up the game, you're greeted by a cute jingle and an even cuter jelly bean with the option to either play or customize your little bean. By hitting play, you're thrown into a battle royale-esque mode of up to 60 people where you attempt to be the sole jelly bean to raise the crown above your head. A task that some scrubs like me, despite playing for almost 20 hours, have not accomplished. And no, I swear I'm not salty about this. To be the sole jelly bean champion, you have to progress through multiple rounds of minigames, ranging from anything from an obstacle course, to tag, to soccer, to a matching game, or even just a falling floor that you have to navigate. You play these different minigames in either a solo mode or a team mode, and Fall Guys does a good job of mixing it up so you get a good amount of both. As you play in these various minigames, the mechanics of the game are shockingly simple. You can move, you can jump, you can grab opponents, or you can dive forward, and this is all accompanied by the game's ragdoll physics, which can be pretty hilarious if you get hit by different objects. And that is about it. But it is this simplicity that makes it so fun. I'm sure many of you played Mario Party when you were a kid, or maybe you still even play it to this day. Well, Fall Guys is Mario Party if you took away the board game aspects, added in 50 some players, and let people just go wild in an attempt to win. Fall Guys really is capitalizing on a trend that Nintendo should have capitalized on years ago, and that was proper online Mario Party. Everybody loves party games, and that is exactly what this is. While there is some skill to winning a game of Fall Guys, like I mentioned earlier, a skill that I clearly lack, there is enough randomness and simplicity to it that really anyone can hop into a game and have a good time, especially if you're playing with your friends. Playing Fall Guys with my friends in Discord has been one of the best experiences I've had in gaming this year, as it's just pure fun. People giving each other crap because someone got yeeted by a windmill, or every single one of your friends cheering you on as you attempt to be the last man standing in the hexagon game mode. The game just provides good lighthearted fun for you and all of your friends. However, this does lead to one of my few criticisms of the game, and that is that you can only have a max party size of 4 people. I assume they do this so that some of the team games don't get messed up in the later rounds when the numbers are dwindling, but Fall Guys would be even more fun to play with a larger group of friends. I'd even be a fan if we had the option to play private games instead of just public matches. I think Fall Guys would even be a great candidate for Twitch or other stream platform integration, where a streamer could host a lobby and all their viewers could join in on it. Another issue that I've had with the game, and this isn't a huge issue, but there does appear to be a slight hacking problem, as for some reason, people hack in a party game. I mean, people are pretty damn weird. They do seem to do an okay job of banning people that they catch, but I promise you, if you play enough Fall Guys, you are going to run into hackers, which is just kind of weird. Outside of the gameplay, which as I've kind of explained is just pure, simple, fun, you have the ability to customize your bean in various costumes, and oddly enough, this really adds to the game. There are lots of cute costumes that you unlock as you level up the season pass or purchase through the store using either crowns that you get from winning or kudos, which are the in-game coin currency that you earn from playing. Or you can also buy these with real money. I'm sure some of you have seen it, but tons of brands or fans of those brands have been designing cute bean costumes for possible crossovers, and I think that's something that Fall Guys really has the opportunity to shine at. The game is just so lighthearted and fun that having a crossover with something like Gordon Freeman, which is already in the game, is just good for both sides. Fans of Half-Life can enjoy playing Fall Guys as a character they love from their franchise, and players of Fall Guys have the opportunity to be introduced to all these different game franchises. 343, get some Spartans in this game, we need it. Like I mentioned, the game does have microtransactions though, through the purchase of those kudos. But you really don't have to buy anything besides the game, which just costs $20 US for the standard version or $30 US for the collector's pack, which comes with the game, and then 10,000 kudos. There's also currently a $5 DLC that gives you some cute food related costumes like a fry container, a burger, and a drink. This is where I imagine we will see a lot more of those brand crossovers in the future if they decide to expand on that front. If you venture into the store, you will notice it uses a rotating feature where you can only buy items for a limited amount of time, ranging from anything like costumes to emotes and celebrations. I'm not a huge fan of this system as it can be a tad bit predatory, because if you see something that you really want but you don't currently have enough kudos, you might be incentivized to purchase more with real money. However, it isn't the end of the world, and Fortnite does use a very similar model, so we've already seen an extremely popular game use a similar model, so it is what it is. All in all, the game is just a ton of fun to play. It is simple, yet can be extremely rewarding when you win a round or win an entire game, and the customization features are cute and allow you to express your creativity as a player. I literally would recommend this game to anyone, and that isn't something that I can normally say, as there are usually some caveats for different types of players. For Fall Guys though, there isn't. This really is a game that basically anyone can hop in and enjoy. I hope Fall Guys is able to keep up the momentum, as long play sessions can get a bit boring, but with the introduction of new modes, new costumes, etc., they can mitigate that pretty easily. They just need to make sure that they stay on top of new content, as this is the type of game that really benefits from new features and updates, which so far Mediatonic seems to be on top of. Plus, if you haven't seen it, their social media is on point. The guy who runs their Twitter legit deserves a huge raise, as I think he played a huge part into the hype this game has. Between just joking around on Twitter and being very responsive to player issues and feedback, there really isn't much more that they can do. Anyways, that's going to do it for the video. As always, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. I also wanted to let you know that if you want to support the channel monetarily, you can hit that join button and you get some fancy emotes along with some random perks. If you want to catch me live or just ask me random questions, you can follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Arrrash with 3 R's. And if that isn't enough me for you, you can also follow me on Twitter at Arrrash with 4 R's. With that said, I'll see you all next time.